Bonsoir, good evening from Malta. And we've just arrived, and the local time here is around 4:30 in the evening. And now we're inside the bus, and this bus serves route X3 from the airport to St. Paul's Bay, which is where our hotel is. And finally, we've arrived at St. Paul's Bay, or more precisely, at the Bourguiba bus terminal. This is bus number 48, going to Valletta, the capital city of Malta. This is another bus. Over there, I think it's a hotel. Or maybe a house. Not a house, an apartment. I don't know. I've just been here once. We could see more buses. And this is St. Paul's Bay. And finally, we've arrived at our hotel in St. Paul's Bay. It's called the Cathedrals Hotel. And this is our hotel. Yet again, we're in the Bourguiba bus terminal. And now we're going to Mdina, which is the old town of Malta. This is the bus terminal. These are the bays, bay 4, 5, 6, 7, bays, not bay, because it's plural. And we could see a McDonald's ad on the bus. We're on the bus now. We're taking bus route 186, heading to Rabat, because we're going to Mdina. You can see over there, there's a British telephone box, and this over there is a statue of, I don't know who, maybe a national hero of Malta, or a saint, I don't know. And now we're in the neighborhood of Rabat. And over there we could see Mdina, if I'm not mistaken. And here we could see a British telephone box, because Malta used to be a British colony until 1964. And these are the buildings of this neighbourhood. This is a bank, BOV, Bank of Valletta. This is a clothes shop. It's closed now. And over there is a fast food restaurant serving fried chicken. And this is a watch repair shop. It's closed now. And this is a restaurant selling kebab, Turkish kebab. We're in the neighbourhood of Rabat now, and here we could see an old building, and again another old building, and over there we could see an eating establishment. And over there is a branch of HSBC. Over there is a small petrol station. These are the botanical gardens of Malta, if I'm not mistaken. We could see many varieties of plants. And over there is the walled city, Mdina. Over there we could see a horse carriage. And finally we have arrived in the silent city, or Mdina. And this is the gate of Mdina. And here we could see Latin writing. And we're entering now. And this is St. Peter's Monastery. And over there we could see an image of St. Peter, one of the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ. This is a museum, which is the Museum of Natural History. This is a cannon. This is the interior of Mdina, and over there there's a gift shop, and we could see the cross of the Order of St. John. This is another gift shop. Yet again another cross of the Order of St. John. The Order of St. John was a Catholic military order who ruled Malta in the 16th century, if I'm not mistaken. And here we could see the Christmas lights, because it's December now. Yet again More Christmas lights. This is a gate to the St. Peter's Monastery. This is Drit Mesquita, or the Mesquita Street, and this is a narrow alleyway of Mdina. Malta was first settled 700 years ago during the Stone Age. Then 2,800 years ago, or around 800 BC, the Phoenicians from what's now called Lebanon settled in these islands, which make up Malta of the modern day, Malta, Gozo and Camino. Then after that, the Romans came and conquered the islands. Then after that, the Byzantines came. After that, the Arabs came, who were the Aghlabids. They came from what is now called Najd, which is in the center of Saudi Arabia, and they ruled an empire, and this part of the world became part of their empire. And that's why the local language spoken here is closer to Arabic, because when the Arabs ruled this part of the world, the local population gradually adopted the Arabic language. Here we could see orange trees. Malta is a Mediterranean country where oranges grow. And in front of me is a gift shop, if I'm not mistaken, or a restaurant, I don't know. This is a well, if I'm not mistaken. This is called the Mesquita Square. This is Drit Mesquita, or the Mesquita Street, because this street leads to what was believed to be the site of a mosque which was constructed when the Arabs ruled this part of the world. However, the fact is, the Arabs, when they ruled Malta, they did not build any major landmarks. The major landmarks of Malta was built after the Muslims were defeated from Malta and Sicily. Then the Christians came and reconquered both Malta and Sicily, and the Norman mercenaries came. Malta is a melting pot of many nations, many civilisations and many empires. And yet again, this is the Mesquita Square, or Piazza Mesquita. This was how do you call it? This was said to be the site of a mosque which was constructed during the Arab rule of Malta. This is St. Paul's Cathedral, the mother of all churches in Malta. Yet again we could see Christmas lights, again, and this church was built.
Turn left.
This church was built after the Christians reconquered Sicily and Malta, and the Norman mercenaries came here. It was destroyed by an earthquake during the 17th century, then it was rebuilt. And today's St. Paul's Cathedral is built during the 17th century. This building that we see now. Yet again, we're in the Bujipa bus terminal, and now we're waiting for the bus to Valletta, which is the capital city of Malta. We've arrived in the city of Valletta, the capital city of Malta, and this is the Christmas market. They're preparing for it, and it will be tonight. And this is a statue of, I don't know who, maybe a saint or a national hero of Malta. This is a statue of Jesus, after I found out here.
Turn left.
And this statue signifies that Jesus blessed Malta, because Malta is a staunchly Roman Catholic country with 365 churches, according to legend, which means one church for every day of the year. This sign says that the city of Valletta is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it had been designated as so in 1980. And in front of us we could see a Christmas tree. It's December now, and over there we could see the flag of Malta. This is the city centre of Valletta, and we could see the Christmas lights which will be on tonight. It's December now. Over there is a branch of Costa Coffee. Over there we could see a pharmacy. This is a flag of the Vatican City. This is a Franciscan convent. Malta has 365 churches according to legend, which means one church for every day of the year. Over there we could see a McDonald's, an ice cream shop, gelateria, and this is St. John's Co-Cathedral, the other cathedral on the island of Malta. And this is the clock. It's Friday, the 20th of December. And here we could see a nativity scene, a scene depicting Mary, Joseph and Jesus, because it's December now. There are lots of nativity scenes everywhere in Malta, because Malta is a staunchly Roman Catholic country. This is the other side of St. John's Co-Cathedral. This cathedral, this church building, is called the St. John's Co-Cathedral because it was built when Malta was ruled by the Order of St. John in the 16th century. And this is a British telephone box, a vestige of the British Empire, because Malta used to be a British colony. This is a statue of Pope Pius V. There are lots of statues and images of saints here because it's a staunchly Roman Catholic country. And this is a sign which says that Pope John Paul II visited Malta between the 25th and the 25th and the 27th of May 1990. And here we could see the flag of Malta. This is the Straight Street, which is one of the most iconic streets in Valletta. It's home to many restaurants, bars and cafes. Over there we could see a hotel called the Embassy. And over there is St. Lucia Street. Santa Lucia. Over there is a bar. And this is the Straight Street. You never know, this is Malta. This building is called the St. Augustine's Church. And over there we could see the bell and a cross. And this is a statue of St. Augustine. And these are the windows of the old buildings in Valletta. Over there is a barber shop. This is St. Lucia Street. It's full of Christmas lights. It's nearly sunset now. And over there we could see the windows of the old buildings. This is the interior of the Church of St. Paul's Shipwreck. And this is an image of Jesus. And this is a crucifix. And this is an image of maybe Pope John Paul II. I don't know. Another crucifix. This is the place where they use it for the confession of sins. This is an image of St. Paul. This is an image of Mary. This is the altar of the church. we could see many images here, and another image of Mary. This church has the relics of Paul, which was one of the main figures of Christianity. He preached the gospel in Malta, and it is believed that his shipwreck was here, and this church has relics of his bones. In front of me is another church building, and it's called the Church of St. Lucia. And this street is called St. Ursula Street. And this is an image of, I don't know, maybe a saint. I don't know which saint. And this is the other side of St. Ursula Street. This is an Advent procession, and they're holding banners saying Christ is born, or similar writings praising Jesus. As I mentioned, Malta is a staunchly Roman Catholic country. Over there is the Christmas market. And here I am now at the bus station in Valletta, or the Valletta bus terminal. This is the main bus terminal of Malta, one of the largest ones. Not one of the largest ones, but the largest one, the main one. And here we're waiting for the bus to Mosta, which is a neighbourhood home to one of the most iconic landmarks of Malta. And here I am in the neighbourhood of Mosta, and it's home to this magnificent church, which was constructed during the 17th century. And here we could see an image of St. Paul, if I'm not mistaken. And here there are more images of saints. And this is the magnificent Mosta Rotunda, which is one of the main landmarks of Malta. Inside this church there's a bomb from World War II. And here we could see the images of the 12 disciples of Jesus: Andrew, John, James, Philip, Matthew, James, Thomas, and here we could see the Christmas lights. I just found out that the bomb inside This church building is no longer active. It symbolises resilience and faith. It signifies that the people of Malta are a resilient people. This church building was built during the 19th century on a site of an existing church building which was built during the 17th century. This used to be a chapel, but now it's a parish church. These were shelters which were used during the Second World War. Yet again, we're in the neighbourhood of Rabat, and over there we could see the view of Mdina, and this is the bus stop. These walls are the walls of the silent city, the walls of Mdina. And these gardens are called the Howard Gardens. And over there we could see a statue of Joseph Howard, which was the Prime Minister of Malta between 1921 and 1923. This is the neighbourhood of Rabat. It's a neighbourhood located to the south of Mdina. Its name means fortress. It's from Arabic. And these are the buildings, a fusion of old and new in the neighbourhood of Rabat. Over there we could see a pharmacy, this is an alleyway in the neighbourhood of Rabat, and we could see from the style of architecture, it's Mediterranean architecture, and we could see these windows, these types of windows that we saw in Valletta. Over there we could see a statue of Paul, which is an important figure in Christianity, because according to the Bible, Paul spread the Gospels in this island, on this island, sorry, and he was shipwrecked for 3 months, and at that time the island was called Melite. This great big building is the Collegiate Church of St. Paul's Shipwreck. And over there we can see an image of Paul. And this is the center of Rabat. And over there, there's an image of Jesus. This church was founded on a site believed to be the location of where Paul in the Bible was shipwrecked for 3 months on the island of Melite. The island was called Melite because this island was a producer of honey during the Roman era. And now the name of this island is Malta, which comes from the name Melite. This is another church in Rabat. This is St. Cathedrals Church. As I mentioned before in this video, Malta has 365 churches according to legend, which means one church for every day of the year. And this is an image of a saint. And this is an image of Mary, the mother of Jesus. This is the crypt and the catacombs of St. Cathedrals Church. Over there you could see a tombstone. This church building is dedicated to Saint Catold. Who was Saint Catold? He was nearly at the head of Valletta Road. He was Irish by birth, and he was the Bishop of Taranto in Apulia, in southern Italy. His great veneration after martyrdom is commemorated on the 10th of May all over Italy. Unfortunately, we couldn't enter this museum, which houses St. Agatha's catacombs and the crypt, because today is a Saturday and this museum closes early on a Saturday. And this is the access. It's closed. And over there we could see a Byzantine symbol which represents Jesus Christ, the hero symbol, unfortunately we couldn't visit this museum now. And here we could see the writing. Sorry, we are closed. This is another part of Rabat. And over there we could see an image of Saint Joseph. And here we could see writing, which is the hymn for Saint Joseph.
Turn left.
You never know. This is Malta. This is Tri il Patriot.
Turn left.
Over there is Tri Bir Ilyun. And if we turn right, it's Tri San Martin. Yet again, we're entering Mdina, the silent city of Malta. And here we could see the Christmas lights.
Turn left.
Yet again, Christmas lights. Over there is an image of St. Peter. Images of saints are everywhere in Malta, because Malta is a staunchly Roman Catholic country. over there we could see a church bell. Yet again, Christmas lights. Yet again, we're at St. Paul's Square, and these are the buildings surrounding St. Paul's Square, and over there we could see an image of Mary and Jesus. And this building in front of me is St. Paul's Cathedral, the cathedral of the Archdiocese of Malta. The country of Malta has two Roman Catholic dioceses, one based on the island of Malta, which is the Archdiocese of Malta, and the other one based on the island of Gozo. This is the Carmelite Priory. And next to the Carmelite Priory is a church building. It's called the Church of the Annunciation of Our Lady. And over there is an image of Mary and Jesus. Over there is St. Peter's Street, Street San Pietro. It's very dark here. We could only see one lantern. This is the sea, and we're now in the town of St. Paul's Bay. And we could see some people over there. No one is swimming in the sea because it's too cold. Over there is another settlement. I don't know what it's called. We're now on the bus, and we're taking bus X3 to the airport, because this is our last day in Malta, because we're going back to the UK today. And that's it for today. See you back in the UK.